The former Nigerian military head of state, General Gowon, has become the cynosure of insult due to comments he made while advising President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on critics. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. The former Nigerian military head of state, General Gowon, has become the cynosure of insult due to comments he made while advising President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his critics. While advising the president, Gowon noted that Tinubu should pay no attention to hearsays because they will only distract his administration. The former military leader warned Tinubu not to worry about Nigerians' critics of his performance since taking office in May 2023. Gowon made the remarks while speaking to journalists after visiting President Bola Tinubu at the State House in Abuja on Wednesday. At least, if I remember, I was told that I was too slow to fight the war, that probably Nigeria would not make it, and that we should seek discussion. Well, did we do it or not? They probably did not know the problem on the ground there, he said. Reacting to the statement by the former military head of state, Sam Imade, the director of the Abuja School of Social and Political Thought, stated that Gowon's comment was disgraceful. He wrote, What bad about Gowon's comment is that he thinks prosecuting a civil war is an achievement. It is actually a monumental failure that a nation went to war under his watch. To be proud of that failure is disgraceful. The war was needless and evidence of a lack of wisdom. Reacting to the video, Chief Nwachimelu alleged that plans were made to use Gowon and memories of the Nigerian Civil War to cause irritation, which would lead to protests by the Igbos, calling for Gowon to be ignored. Nwachimelu said their plans to trigger Ndigbo won't work. They have exhausted all their options and feared bringing Gowon to open a healing wood will trigger Igbos to become irritated and irresponsible. Why Nwada called Gowon one of the useless leaders in Nigeria. A man simply identified on X as Uche Chike stated Gowon is proof that stupid young people age and become stupid old people. Okay, his communities in Plateau are being overrun and renamed by the Fulani. His people are being massacred like cattle, just as he is being forced to speak Hausa on national TV. In his reaction, Babatunde Bademarso argued they brought Yakubu Gowon there as a symbol of Ariwa power because he crushed their favorite bagman. The Igbos speaking in Hausa would have been a dog whistle to start a fresh program against Igbos. It is interesting to see that he did not have the liver for that. Bademarso berated Gowon over his alleged silence despite the blood leaching in Plateau State. He really should be ashamed of himself because all through the Fulani terrorist jihadist killing of his people in the Middle Belt, he was being silent. He only found his voice when it was time to talk about his civil war misadventures. This is what happened when you are seduced by the trappings of high office, to forget your origins and fool yourself into thinking that you belong with people that actually detest your very existence and only see you as a useful idiot. Badomose added. Harry argued that the entire Igbo will never forgive the ex-military head for the role he played in the Civil War. Harry said, Yakubu Gowon, we have seen what you have done. In the name of God, you, who also once denounced the Vatican for sending relief to dying children of Biafra, you have experienced what your Nigerian can do and is doing in the name of God. We know exactly what you did after we once brought our grievances to the table for discussion, after we arrived at a decision and had an agreement. We have witnessed what you did to those who love Nigeria more than you can ever understand. We know what you are doing to those who really believe in Nigeria more than you can fathom. A true and sincere solution is not difficult to find, provided we refused. Contrary to your morally deficient advice to love Nigeria and believe in Nigeria, good or bad, right or wrong, we know you mean this because you killed millions to make that point, and you still show neither understanding nor remorse today, though you failed and Nigeria failed. You are once again willing to see the casualty figures climb into the millions just because you want to see your Nigeria won. We will never forgive you. Forgive him not. Gowon remains a hero and warrior commander in Nigeria for life. We are praying for you to get our Biafra independence when Nnamdi Kanu will be our first executive president, when he defeated our obituary so that he can rule for life. I don't really know what this person meant. Well, someone just dropped that. The truth is that there are things you don't say. Yes. It's just like when someone lost a loved one, through accidents and all that, you don't come close to the family people and start describing how it happened, how the person's head was cut off, how they cannot find his leg, how this and that. See, that is something they can never forget in lifetime. So you don't need to be bringing all those things. It's really very painful. Igbos till today, they have not forgotten that incident. And it will be very tough for them to forget it. Bringing it back again is something that is really terrible. There are things you don't say for the sake of peace and for the sake of other people's health, for the sake of other people's mentality, for you to save other people's mind, their mentality and all that, their psychology, everything. I don't know how to put it. There are things you don't bring back to memory. Like I said in the other video, I said, when you cut someone with razor blade, when you use a new razor blade to cut someone, it's going to bleed. And after that place have bleeded, gradually the wound will start closing. But that does not mean that the scar will go. It will never go. So whenever you touch that place, that particular skin, you will feel it. And when you press it, when you press it harder, you will feel the pain as if you just cut the flesh. So the best thing is, don't just go close to that wound. Why bringing it up? Is this something that someone have to boast with? You fought to keep Nigeria as one. You succeeded. Is Nigeria one? So many persons lost their lives. So it's not something one have to be talking and boasting about it, bragging about it, because it's not something that one should be bragging of. There was so many destructions that went through that war. So I don't think Gowon needs to apologize to Igbos. So guys, let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.